Hello, it is Callie. We are playing more Metaphor today. I am going to really quickly share this to my story so everyone can get notified that I'm playing right now. And then we will get playing. I hope everyone's having an amazing week. Um, I'm having a much better one this week. Let me just make sure my stuff's working. Okay, good, it's working. Hey, nice to see you. It was a good week this week. It was not so bad. I was very productive. What about you? I feel like I'm starting to feel a little bit better, get things on track. Hope everything's good though on your end. I'm just sharing all my stuff right now. I already drank half of my Dutch Bros. Even though it's supposed to last today. My excuse is that I have to drink like half of it before stream because I don't want to stay up until like 2 in the morning. Those days are behind me, hopefully. Just grabbing this link. So you know I realized because I was working on the Hulkenberg cosplay. By the way, guys, I finished the main part to her cosplay today. Like one of the 3 big ones. Oh my gosh, you started a new job? That's awesome. Congrats. Any trips you're really excited about? I also happened to get a new job this past week, so that's really funny. I'm doing the same job but different company. So, the vintage sewing machine, I need to get back to. Okay, so it did work, but there's a part that's slightly warped and the replacement part is like $10. I just need to order it and replace it. It's a very simple one to replace. So it's not the worst case. But it will work very soon. That's so funny. That would be awesome. I feel like Japan would be such a cool trip. It's like one of my dream trips. Okay, I'm almost done, guys. So I have this timer thing for my social media every day because I was using it too much. And it's really funny because I'm trying to also post my reel for the day really quick while I have my timer running. It only lets me on social media for like each platform for like 15 minutes a day. That's funny. I hope you like this team more though. Or at least the same amount if you liked your team previously. All right. For me, I'm a developer like who does advertising development though. So I feel like I just like hop between like advertising work. But like it's the same exact job pretty much. Okay, where did we leave off? No, 15 minutes is not enough. I agree. But I've been pulling it off. I feel like it's a lot easier to focus though when I lock myself out of my apps. Because at least I end up doom scrolling. It's the worst. Okay. Where do we leave off? 5 days until Luis? I forgot. Luis is sworn. Luis sounds so like I'm Lewis. I don't know. Okay.
Well met, eh?
Does anyone need to hang out with us? Stroll! Stroll, you come before all else. There he is.
Oh, it's you.
Ironic how fidgety one gets when told to wait. Let's go.
Thanks.
Oh, his wings and hair are really cool. I like the pink.
Worry not.
This is countryside land, yes, but the price is a rare bargain. The owner, not owner.
I see.
There was an owner. Then am I right to presume this land still has tenants? They're yours to command. Vacate them, employ them. The choice is yours. Your property, your people. A bargain, wouldn't you say? Stroll's like, I'm not gonna do that with people.
No. What happened? No.
He's such a good guy. Yeah, remember the fish merchant? And I was like, you're all fish merchants. It's like, talk to the fish merchant. And I'm like, which one? There's 6 of them in the same plaza. No, there's like 4 of them, but it was driving me up a wall. A lord hardly deserves the title without land to govern. Be honest with him. Stick to your ideals. Wait. Yeah.
Stroll. You. Apologies.
Woo! Do you know what a refusal would do to my reputation as a noble?
Yeah.
I can't snap, but if I could, I would do the attitude snaps. Yes, oh my gosh, okay, it is just like Persona, but even I like it more than Persona, personally. I am like one of the biggest Persona fans ever of all time. And I'm crazy about this. It's basically the same play style as Persona, but everything's kind of reskinned and it's high fantasy as opposed to Japanese high school. And I love high fantasy personally. Vacant or not, residence does not come cheap in the capital. Whoa. Wow.
Right. No then. No.
Ooh, the son of a backwater lord who could not even flee correctly. Means he'll toss the money down the latrine. It insults the entire aristocracy. You're the one who lived to be sorry. This country will change and corrupt nobles like you are on the cusp of extinction. The no snap snaps. You guys are gonna just know what I mean when I go. I've never been able to snap. Don't tease me too hard for it. I think my hands are too dry. I don't know.
What the?
I asked myself what I truly wanted, I knew without a doubt. I wanted to see your smiles again, the ones I remember from a simpler time. I wanted those smiles to come naturally. A nobleman is the shield in his people's hands, durable enough to protect them, but light enough to carry. God, this man is so honorable. Oh, no snap. Oh, to serve such a dignified family. I'm sorry to have left you in languish for so long. From here on, I hope happier times will win the day.
Thank you.
Is his name Leo? I have like the biggest crush on Stroll, guys.
Yeah.
He's very knightly.
Thank you.
I couldn't have made it through without you. It was all you.
You know?
If I have the power to save someone, then I will, as straightforward as it can be. When somebody needs a helping hand, I'll be there to extend it. Your sincerity made me realize that about myself.
Yeah.
I would wager my parents were much the same. I think living my life with that in mind is what they'd expect of me. The nod. The protagonist from this game metaphor reminds me of like Byleth and Fire Emblem, just nodding at everything. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism is awakened.
I've got it, Father.
Warrior archetype, elite. The samurai! We got the samurai, guys! You know exactly what class I'm putting him in next. That's so cool. We love a samurai. That's awesome. You can now study the samurai in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
Well,
And it's, well, I should visit my parents' grave.
That's
huh?
Yay, let's go look at the new town. Or not right now. Popularity rank? Yay! Alonzo? We should definitely go check on Alonzo. His story is like really deep. I fear I was a little bit mean to Alonzo when we first met him, and I was like, who's this shady dude? This shady, terrible man. And then I talked to him, and like the plot of every single romance novel in existence, I was just like, oh, this poor guy. He's such a good guy. He just seemed like a totally evil con man at first. I feel horrible for bullying him. Not to his face, but just bullying him in here. I can't leave you alone. Do I have enough tolerance? Yes. Well, if anyone was gonna pester me, I'm glad it's you. Yeah.
Thank you, truly.
Poor guy. When I thought I'd hit the bottom, I found more behind him that I hadn't unearthed before. In the end, he's nothing more than a pawn for someone else. I thought I had the upper hand, shadowing him and those he associates with. They untangled the web of lies that is Kukulis and struck first. My village, my mother, they're all gone. You reap what you sow? That would be so mean! You reap what you sow. His taxes were extortion. He siphoned the village's trade profits away for himself. My once peaceful village was trampled by poverty and the ills that accompany it. He caused only torment for them, so I struck back. I thought I could fix things for them, that my mother would be happy, and I got too caught up with my heroics and underestimated him. He couldn't have burned down the village on his own. Even if the village was rid of the landowner, someone else is backing him. An even more powerful enemy who'd be left unscathed. I bet it's the church. I endangered everyone's lives. Oh. Oh, he's got his sword next to his neck, poor guy. Your mother wouldn't want this.
No.
Okay, good. I said the right thing. That's dark.
Please.
I won't kick you while you're down.
That's...
I think I can go on living just a little bit longer. Think Alonso has it rough.
This is what you and Mother wanted, right?
Discounts the prices at all magic shops in all cities. Increases the monetary reward for completing requests. Cool. Those are some cool abilities to get. Yep, he's back to being mischievous. I don't know what Alonso's scheming this time, but at least it seems he's regained the will to live.
Good night.
Alonso waved nonchalantly as we parted, and I returned to the inn. GG.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hey, listen!
There's a Colosseum in Brylehaven. You fight monsters gathered from all over. If you win, you get a prize. Wait, we have to do the Colosseum! Why did I not do that sooner? It's always crowded except during stormy weather.
Well then.
Well, first of all, we have to find a weather person, and then we can plan when we're gonna do some Colosseum shit.
Well met, eh? Hang on. That's the one from the exhibition.
How fun!
Wonderful.
Oh, by the way, guys, I found a new apartment, and I'm very excited. In a couple months, I will be moving. Not within Utah. I'm not leaving Utah anytime soon. But I wanted to share that because it was a lot of work. And it has the most beautiful view of anywhere I have ever lived in my entire life. It is gorgeous. So I'm like really excited. It's also far less expensive. Alright, we need to find a weather person.
Alright then.
I feel like a weather person would be somewhere around here. I forgot what the little icon is for that. A weather person. Where are you? Thank you. I wonder if they're, you know what, they might be inside of the tavern. That would make a lot of sense. At least I might just Google really quick where the weather person is in Brylehaven. Because it's not worth spending 10 minutes looking around in game. Okay. Let's look. I know, right? I'm so excited. Where is the weather person in Brylehaven? Metaphor ReFantazio. That is a spoiler. I don't need to know that. I'm looking at like Google to try to figure out where this weather person is. I found out a thing from later in the game. I'm like, no! I don't want to know that. I just want to know where I can find a weather person in Brylehaven. Oh my gosh, yes, it does. It's like, you know what's crazy? So I'm from New York, and I feel like rent here is way less affordable. Mind you, I'm not from New York City. I'm not cool like that. I'm from upstate New York, but like, it's so much more expensive to live here. Okay, when we get to Brylehaven... Okay, I have no clue where to find a weather person, but I'm gonna see if I can find, like, the photo of their little icon. So I can, like... Okay, it's this little icon, the one that I'm looking for. It's like a little pearl on a book. So I'm gonna really quickly look around the map for a pearl on a book icon. Or like an orb on a book, I think it's supposed to be. My brain goes to pearls. I'm wearing pearl earrings right now. I love pearls. Okay. Let's see. There's the Colosseum. That's not it. I wonder if there's even a weather person here. It would make sense though. Oh, there it is.
Let's head there right away.
Pearl on a book. Seabury Street.
Yeah?
I could just ride a sword.
Hey, you. Simply amazing.
Okay.
You there.
I can predict it up to 2 days in advance. Wow.
Fate.
That was mean.
Let's see.
Here. Okay, it doesn't look like we have any storms
Here's
coming
where
up.
we are now.
So it doesn't like look like we can brawl in the Coliseum anytime.
There's a camp.
We'll face
It does look like it's gonna be stormy around, so maybe it'll be stormy here later on.
Here's where we are now.
Maybe the day before the soiree?
Simply amazing.
Okay, who needs us? Barden! Sorry, Maria is always the last on my list. Barden is so nice. He sends care packages and he's like, you know, he's Barden.
You've come. I'm sorry. Aye.
They had another vote for governor. Should be announcing the results any minute. Want to take a listen? Crazy how I keep just showing up in the nick of time for these. Sorry, Maria, priorities. For real.
What?
Also, there can't be that many people who support the likes of you.
You unscrupulous.
You bribed the rotters, or you rigged the vote.
Well, you see,
Aw.
it's absurd.
Varden.
Seriously.
That's sad.
But please. Who can it be? Fine.
He worked so hard. Can I punch Grestro? Can we solve this problem with fists? I feel like fists would be pretty reasonable.
Please, let's not lose our heads.
Ooh. Reports are to go to Lord Gastro.
Oh no. What? You mean to keep going? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice try playing politics. That's how we solve every other problem, at least. Is there a giant sandworm coming? Yeah, it sounds like it. Oh, it's you. What in the world should I do now that I've been ousted? Now that I've... There's a sandworm!
Whoa.
You say a sandworm's coming here. I bet it's a human too, isn't it? Those defensive barriers won't stand a chance against a human. There's nothing I can do now. I'm not governor anymore. I lost my political standing now. I can't fight. The children. No. Will you abandon them? There is something you can
Hang
do.
on.
Fists. See, we're solving this problem with fists too. Every problem can be resolved with fists.
True.
While they do that, I'll exterminate the beastie myself.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Snap! Snap out of it, Barton. But I think of that nonsense I was just saying, pretending I couldn't do anything. Look at him. Look at him! He's got this.
I shall bar his meddling with Martira. Is that right then?
We should be able to get there quickly with your gauntlet runner. I'm going to investigate the location, so I hope you'll come back another day. We'll just do this another day. No big deal. Might be next week, might be next month. We'll do it another day.
I'm just
Hey, listen.
incredulous.
Excuse me. Hey, listen.
See if there's any
Fancy a bit of
new
info.
intel. You never know.
I'm just incredulous.
What should we do?
Wonderful.
All right then.
Seeing if anything looks urgent. We could do the debate! We could do the debate! But like, I gotta double. Okay, nobody needs our attention.
All right.
Let's go do the debate! This is my favorite thing in the entire game. The debate. I love doing it. Especially when they're really funny ones. Like, you know, I think people, like, you know, there'll be an opponent that's like, I just want people to drink beer every day. And you're like, No. That's so funny. I don't know why. I enjoy it so much.
Blast this heat.
Isn't this grand?
Now what am I to do?
Wait,
How did I want?
nobody's on the podium.
This place.
Let's give a speech. Speech, speech, speech.
Oh, damn.
If you're made king, what will you do about this kingdom alliance system? If you're in favor of it, we need to hear why. Enable easier travel. It's rubbish, actually.
Just trust me.
No, I did bad. When that storm all but destroyed us, it was Grantrad's carpenters and soldiers that came to help us. Would have been unthinkable before the Annex War. Yay! Okay, I kind of wanted to debate someone though, but this'll do. This is fine. Popularity went up.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Well then.
Yeah.
More stroll time? Well, sorry Maria. Stroll wants me again.
Yeah.
We should talk. Stroll, Barden, Maria. It's just the way it goes. Oh, it is Idol's Day though. I'm gonna go shopping first. Shopping does take, you know, precedence over everything and anything. It's
Greetings. Well then.
Sure, let's do it.
Talk. Young man.
Got a bargain.
Water. I try to have at least like 5 of everything that makes sense to have 5 of. Like obviously you don't want 5 of the same armor, but you get what I mean.
What's this? Yeah. Thank you kindly. Hey,
The goods are cheap today.
Okay, well, we should have a few more of these. Okay, I think we're good on everything else. We're pretty, like, well stocked up. I just wish I could have more mana potions. Or MP potions. That's all I want. Shopping stroll, Bard Maria. Yes, that is it. That is the truth. That is exactly how I play.
young man.
Oh, it's you.
Let's
Thanks a
go.
bunch.
He's like, can you point the gauntlet runner towards my village again?
You know, I'm truly blessed with good fortune. I was born into nobility, lived a carefree childhood, and I even survived a human.
You know, I'm glad
But
he's
more than all
grateful.
that,
He understands.
I've met people I can trust. I'm further blessed in friendship. Sometimes it frightens me. I question whether or not I deserve to have all this.
You do.
A
Of course you do.
You're a good
Hearing
guy,
you say it
Stroll.
helps me believe it. After all, I was only able to help the people here because of my parents' wealth. The inheritance just happened to be in the royal capital, and the people of Harlia were coincidentally in the same place.
Maybe you should.
I don't regret using the full
I don't know what the
inheritance as I
right
did
thing to
for
say there
Alliance.
was. I don't know if you guys
Given
can
a second
hear it,
chance,
but my
I'd
cat's like
do the
screaming in my
exact same
hallway
thing.
right now.
But I think
My door's
I
closed
defied
though,
my
but I can hear
parents
her.
in some way. That's my only regret in all this.
They wouldn't be angry.
I highly doubt they'd be angry about it.
I just don't. Even during the attack, my parents shielded me from the fighting. They told me to get to Grand Trad with all haste. Grand Trad. And Geef said my parents told him the same. They wanted everyone to flee to the capital. And then the merchant in the capital was the one keeping the inheritance. Is this all really coincidence?
Your parents orchestrated this? It's probably
There's
intentional.
probably-
If that's true, though, do you think my parents might have intended the inheritance to be... Oh, the family treasure my father mentioned in the letter. He wasn't talking about the inheritance. He meant the people. A nobleman is the shield in his people's hands. Durable enough to protect them, but light enough to carry. Else what value does he have? I continue to find ways I never understood my parents.
They put their faith in you.
In me, they had faith. In me. I'd always thought I'd been a worthless son to them.
You've done your parents the greatest of honors.
Have I? Father,
Yeah, oh, I'm making all the right decisions right now.
leave the people of Harlia in my hands.
Aw.
Someday, I will restore our home. Everyone will come back to live in peace. And I won't let anyone take it from us, ever again. But this isn't about my family. This tragedy must never be allowed to be repeated anywhere. On my pride as a noble, I swear it.
I sense Stroll's unrivaled trust and his determination.
The proud noble Stroll, keeper and heritor of the warrior's virtues, by the grace of his newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Yay!
I'm going to change the future with you.
Is that the end of it? Is rank 8 the highest you can go?
Thank you, my friend. Hope is only a step behind a clear conscience. My parents' mantra has never been more clear to me. You keep moving forward. Do what you know to be just. Look back and you will find hope.
Aw.
Don't forget that.
Thanks to Stroll's strong faith in me, I now have the full support of the people of Halia. Yay! 2 people! I wonder if it's like percentage based. You know what I mean? Alonzo time. Guys, we're such a good friend. We're just giving everyone the attention they require every day.
Greetings.
Let's go. Let me hear about this plan.
Understand?
The landowner controls all the trade in the settlements around my village, so his valet often comes through town. However, I heard the landowner himself will be present for the next inspection, and that's when I plan to nab him. Are you gonna kill him? No. How?
What? Well,
It would be near impossible to catch him if they come via a busy open street. I'll force them down the forest path, where there'll be no witnesses. I've spread rumors about humans appearing on village roads for that express purpose. The men guarding him won't be an issue either. I'll lie in wait along the forest path and call out to him. And then I'd like for you to accompany me there as well. Of course.
Yeah. Thank you.
We will change things. This world of greedy pigs gorging themselves on riches will come to an end.
seriously?
Perhaps we all have something we'd like to see come to fruition. Within all of us, there's a seed of virtue wanting to blossom.
It's fine.
And that's what I'm betting on, so make sure you go out and change the world. Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
I implore you.
Okay, that was a little interaction.
You're all I have left in this world.
We're 3 away from the end of his storyline.
Understand?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Well then.
Okay. Now I think we'll hang out with Maria.
Alright then.
Because it's still not stormy.
Alright then. Where to? Alright then.
Mister,
She's so cute.
mister,
Let's go ask him.
yeah.
I wonder how far down her line I am. Like, probably like 5, I would think.
Aha!
Oh, a present, you say? No cheap trinket either. Can help, right?
Really?
The design, I believe it's your work, isn't it, young miss? I am thus inspired. Such lively line work and vibrant colors. Aww. Yeah. Yeah, after I neglected her for the past week in game. Aww. I've got a fine cut of wood around here that was destined for this purpose. It should be crafted in a way that repels both rain and ravenous bugs alike.
Amazing. Yeah.
Oh-ho!
Aww. I want to see the sign.
Now then.
I know. He has a gorgeous mustache. I'm very envious. If I was a guy, I think I'd be envious.
Wow.
Wait, that is actually a really pretty sign.
Maria!
Surprise her.
You know.
You said the last sign was too old, so do you like the one we made instead? Maria just liked it.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
Wonderful.
That's so cute.
Huh?
They're so cute.
You all.
On the house, of course. Thank you for all this. You will come and eat, won't you?
Oh.
Of course, of course. It'd be quite rude to turn down a free drink, would it not? I like how her being like, do you want to join us for a meal infers free drink? It looks amazing.
Really amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, I was gonna be like, I didn't get points.
Oh, yay. You know. By the way,
There's so many people around here that are always crying or getting upset from some trouble or lonely, both grown-ups and kids. Everyone is
I'll do
suffering,
my
just like
best.
I was. But I'm okay now, so I want to make things okay for everyone else too. Aw, she's so sweet. Okay, we're at 6.
I wonder if Papa is watching.
I don't usually use much of the healer's class archetype. I should probably use more of it.
I'm just
Okay.
Hey, listen.
incredulous.
Hulkenberg, what do you have to say?
Speaking of,
Stroll seemed more worried than usual. I thought Stroll would be used to such endeavors. No doubt, the prospect of facing Louis so directly gets him restless. Yeah, we only have 2 days.
hey, listen.
I do want to check the weather again, because I hope there's a storm soon, because I want to fight at the Coliseum. Where's it? Seabury Street?
Let's head there right
Let's
away.
check the weather again.
Yeah?
Excuse me? You there. Fate, speak.
Let's see.
There's a rain tomorrow. I don't know if that counts as a storm, but we can check the Coliseum. This is called Metaphor ReFantazio. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but it's by Atlas. It's very similar to Persona, but it's not Persona. This is kind of like the same game mechanics, except it's in a like high fantasy world as opposed to a Japanese high school. So, and instead of like tarot card personas, they call them archetypes. So there's like samurai, there's like a thief. They're more akin to like a D&D class than a tarot card type persona. So yeah, it's kind of a similar play system though. I love it personally. Yeah.
Here's where we
Okay, so
find
we're gonna try the
out.
Coliseum tomorrow.
Hey,
Should we do for now? I think we've built all our relationships at the moment for people. Oh, that's awesome! Congrats, Nando.
Hey, you.
Let's work on a skill. Let's see if anyone's at the debate podium. But if nobody's at the debate podium, then I should probably work on some other skills for once.
hey,
Oh, this is not where I wanted to end up. How did I end up at a weapons shop? I guess I should probably look at the weapons, huh? That's quite a nice increase. I'll have to consider that.
Now what am I to do?
Oh, we can debate this guy.
Stop!
Oh, just standing around.
Listen all to your next.
Rudolph?
I see.
Let's go. Let's go against the racist guy. You're not the Elda who turned in the... Just what I expect of a lesser tribe. A frontal siege was beyond you. Oh my gosh, I hate Rudolph. He is so racist. Your juvenile tricks will have no effect on someone as experienced as I am. The dream of a united kingdom has failed. When I am king, our land shall be reborn under the proven military leadership of the Rusaint. If you're not familiar with metaphor, the Rusaint are basically just elves. Elves. That's all they are. Furthermore, the throne and other key positions have been strangled by the Clamara's nepotism. The time for the Rusaint, I can't pronounce, I think it's Rusaint. It's come. The land of the Rusaint, surely he jests. Where does that leave the rest of us? And that's where I come in. The tribes must stand together. If I could snap.
Here's what I think. How dare you!
Ooh, I wonder if I did good or not. Be humbled by an inferior tribe, huh? Oh my gosh, yes, Otacon's so exciting. I've been wanting to try going there, but like I never make it there. It was one of the OG anime conventions
Works for me.
in the US.
All right.
Yay! I'm gonna have to work on something other than eloquence soon though, because like that's getting more ahead of the other skills. I just really like the debate podium. It's really fun.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I think we have one more day.
Here you are.
Barden sent us another care package. I love him. Tis the day before Louisa's soiree. Let us do what we are able, then simply wait. We've done all we can that is within our power, and the die has already been cast. I wonder if we'll really find the formula within Louisa's quarters. Sorry, I can't help but worry.
Oh, well.
All we can do now is hope that the operation goes off without a hitch. This one will be a real tightrope act. But if we can't pull this off, then we have no hope of ever saving the prince.
So,
Like it or not, today's the last day you'll have free time. Take care of anything you need to before we infiltrate the... I can't pronounce that. Charadrius? Charadrius? You know what? When in doubt, you know what I do, guys? Google Translate. Okay. I don't know what language this would be. Charadrius. Oh, Caradrius.
Caradrius.
Caradrius. That's what it's called.
Caradrius.
The Caradrius. Okay.
Well met, eh?
Alonzo! Let's hang out with Alonzo. We should talk.
Say there.
Greetings. Hey.
Sure, let's go, Alonzo. Please don't murder anyone. I beg you. My network already has the info. I'll send the final go-ahead. That'll ensure the landlord takes a certain little used path. Now the curtain rises. Yes, this is the first, it's the only game, like, Metaphor is a standalone. I think even the Persona games are standalone too. I don't think you have to play them in any particular order that I know of. But yeah, it's standalone. We love a good standalone game.
You bastard!
What have you done to my daughter? What happens to your precious daughter depends on you. He kidnapped her daughter? His daughter? Alonso! Oh man. If you're offering it, sure, but there's something I want more. Tell me, where do your desires truly lie? The hell are you getting at? To get into your purse strings, I had to use everything at my disposal to look into you. What I found was rather discomfiting. Allegedly, you've committed several atrocities in various villages. I'd assumed you used money or force to make them submit, but I was wrong. Perhaps you've hidden your true intentions this whole time. Explain yourself. She's 5 years younger than me. Yes? She's quite lovely when she smiles. Just like, oh, that's so creepy. Alonso, why are you being creepy? With such a beautiful little family at stake, you've no choice but to obey what your conspirators told you behind closed doors. You are a beloved father, an upstanding man, and they notice. They fed you lies and flattery in turn. One moment you're praised, the next threatened. And before you knew it, you've fallen into line with the oppressors of the weak, and you can't break free. Oh, so the landowner is not actually like a horrible guy. He's just kind of gotten roped into horrible things, maybe? What do you know? How could you possibly understand the depravity that taints the world? I have 3 daughters, and those bastards, they...
Tell me.
Dang. Alonso's story's really dark. Poor guy. And yourself.
Well, sure.
Moving on.
I've learnt what I wanted to know. And then, good sir, would you like a chance at redemption? I'll set your daughter free, and I'll even help you atone for your sins. So as long as you agree with my terms and cooperate with me. Fine, I accept your offer. You've my word. You hear that? Alright then, it's time for a big reveal. I haven't done anything to your daughter. Actually, I've never even met her.
Hey.
You understand why I told you that load of rubbish, don't you? I took a gamble on you. I like that it matches with his archetype really well, which is the faker. He faked him out. What now then?
But
In hindsight, I've always wanted to run away when things take a turn for the worse. Even when I tried to die, it was to escape my sins. But you've helped me figure out what I ought to do, something only I can do. Yes, I'm a liar and a cheat, yet I hate those who lie and cheat. I hate their very framework of world that made me become the deceiver I am. What lies ahead will be the great conman Alonso's work of a lifetime. He is so fitting of the faker archetype. For this new king who will change the cesspit into never before seen utopia, I'll pull the wool over the world's eyes and take it for myself. Okay, Alonso. He's decided to place his absolute trust in me. What are we at now, like 7? 6. Close enough.
I will live to my fullest potential. Farewell.
When next we meet, I'll unveil everything in spectacular fashion. Be sure you don't delay, but for now, farewell. What should be like tonight?
I'm just
Hey, listen.
incredulous.
So,
Wonderful.
all right then.
Hmm. I'm just gonna go like work on the nearest skill.
Pardon me.
We'll talk to the Sanctist. We'll listen to him. I suppose.
A long time ago.
Why did he take me to a back alley? Once upon a time in a faraway village there lived a woman, but the people of this village despised her medicine, which had a deeply unpleasant taste. It also had a terrible side effect, causing terrible pain as though the entire body were being stabbed with needles. Some even told her I would rather die than endure such a fate. Still, they could not deny its effectiveness, and though they were reluctant, they sought her medicines when it was necessary. One day a man came to the village. The man said, "I can make better medicine than this old woman's poison," and from his pocket he pulled a vial of sweet-smelling liquid and handed it to one of the sick. The sick man, who had been taking the woman's medicine for years, always looked ill. He eyed the vial with disgust, but after he quaffed it, his eyes widened in surprise.
That too.
They grew furious with the old woman as well. "How dare you deceive us with poison disguised as medicine?" However, the people were no longer interested in her medicine. They shouted abuses at her, calling her a fraud, and eventually they drove her from the village.
All good.
Was this just like a story for the heck of the story?
All right.
Cool.
Well then.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
At last.
Let's do it.
Got it?
Let him know we showed up, excepting Gallica, of course. She stays hidden, so he only sees one person go missing. Once we're clear of him, the captain and Gallica slip out with all speed and head for Luisa's gauntlet runner. That's me. Ismay, Hulkenberg, and I will keep tabs on Louis and buy whatever time we can. We have one objective. Take the curse formula from Luis's Skyrunner. All hangs upon this mission. His Highness the Prince and the very kingdom itself are at stake. I know I'm acting like I'm calling the shots here, but honestly, you're the one we're depending on. Once you're in, if we run into any guards, it'll be on you to take them out quick. We can't have you raising the
Things will
alarm.
be fine.
You're really the only one who has a chance alone against Luis's best. Sorry to put all this on your shoulders. We believe in you. No pressure. No, I'll do my best. Let's watch ourselves out there, all of us. Okay, we move at nightfall. Yay! Ooh, fancy. Do we get to wear formal wear, please? I want to wear pretty outfits. Pretty, please? No, we're in our normal clothing.
They carry themselves with more poise than Martira's guards.
Fashionista plays any game.
I don't see Louise, those brothers, or that songstress. But this many people here means the runner's got to be all but empty.
Shh, they're here.
Glad you made it. Could stand to loosen up a little, though. What's got you lot so wound up?
Well, you have to admit, the assembled company is more than a little intimidating.
You'll get used to that. You'll have to if you want to survive. Hey, pups.
Oh. Where's that Ishkia man? The lanky old chap with the glasses. He's keeping watch over our gauntlet runner. What? Don't feel safe leaving your gauntlet runner empty? As you like, I suppose.
I don't see that songstress, Juna. Is she not coming?
Ah, she's under the weather. Poor girl went and lost her voice. Not many others could refuse an invitation from Lord Louis and live to tell it.
Cat man!
What a shame. Zell got a bit droopy about missing her too.
God's sake, Baz, belt up. There he is!
Woo! His eyeliner game is always
I'm
amazing.
glad you could make it. Thank you for inviting us.
Please, enjoy yourselves. As new comrades in arms, I expect you to. Now, while the drinks in their cups have yet to reach their heads, let's get the formality of introductions out of the way. Friends, today we welcome a most emboldening addition to our ranks. Doubtless you've heard of the young candidate who brought great shame to Sanctifex Forden. Before you stands the young man himself. Indeed, I was much surprised to learn he brought that sanctuary forward with the intent of winning my regard. Commendably bold. Now, let us greet our new allies with warmth and pride.
Count Luis will be king. Oh, these young firebrands.
Count Luis will be the king of...
The rest of the night is yours to drink in. Enjoy the party.
Go. We'll take care of the rest.
Just walks off.
Hey, new boy. Slow down. Wouldn't be wise to snub a ranking officer now, would it?
Well, look who it is. The only blowhard who showed up to the competition with a head smaller than his own.
Woo!
Red-eyed! You want to say that again?
I love Heisme! Yay, we won 3 people. More people have taken interest in me, and Louis has formally acknowledged it. Now we just need to find the formula to the Princess Curse. We managed to slip out of the soiree and infiltrate the...
Caradrius. All right.
We made it. So far, everything's going according to plan. Security's nice and light. We were smart to do this on the night of the soiree.
Look.
Stop!
Yes. Oi!
Yeah.
Lady Juna entered the bridge. I thought she was sick.
No way. Oh God.
Now we just keep up the charade as lo-
Stroll, what are you gonna do?
Might I have a moment, please?
Stroll, if I recall. I've heard you're a titled noble.
Yet you... I stand with a candidate who's proven he has power and potential. Besides, I'm a noble in lineage alone. My house no longer stands.
Where are you from?
Have you heard of a village called Harlia?
Certainly. It was the first village to be destroyed by the human menace.
Only because help never came. They requested reinforcements, but the army wouldn't spare.
He's
a
winning him
single
over?
soldier.
Stroll is such a good politician.
Are the rumors true that
Whoa.
that was by your decision?
Stroll, you're picking a fight?
That is true.
Ah!
Why?
Serve this country.
Stroll!
The Fool King and the fossils of the Sanctus Church refused to face
He's picking a fight!
this country. An adequately dramatic demonstration was required. They say you could see Harlia burning as far as the palace battlements. Confronted with that balefire, those old men could no longer deny the human threat.
Your balefire cost hundreds of innocent lives.
Do I offend you? Are you repulsed? Surely it helps you realize that you can protect nothing without power.
Ooh.
The natural blessings you enjoyed are not infinite. Few have the luxury of living with no need to struggle and harm just to survive. But our nation would have you believe such hardship is born of moral weakness. So the punished are punished further. They die in silence like livestock. Their reality denied. It defies reason. All people deserve the chance to fight for their lives with their lives. Some will fall, some will triumph, and therein is true equality forged. However cruel. I am not one to stand idly by as history is wrought. All their sacrifices, and yours, shall not be in vain. A valuable conversation. I do hope you enjoy the party.
Bro's napping at his own party.
Stroll.
Humblest apologies. He's a young heart and hasn't yet learned to temper his words.
No worries. Truth told, I'd take him over the sycophants.
Oh, cool. So they kind of.
That brat's nowhere to be seen. Where'd he slip off to?
He couldn't have. Let's go have a look around, Hector.
I just want Gladell's coat. That coat is so cool.
What?
Oh. It's flying.
Oh no! Oh no!
Phew.
This looks like a place for a battle.
What was that? Whoa!
Ugh. I mean, at least it didn't tilt the other way.
What's going on? That soldier from earlier was freaking out about some effect from a magla crystal. They...
Oh, Lord. This is a really pretty view, though. This isn't going according to plan. I wasn't expecting it thrown out onto the hole.
What do we do? Huh? Did you?
He's like, I'm gonna ride this sword there. Ride or die.
Here we go.
Use the movement keys to control protagonist while he's on a sword and use areas wider than normal as scaffolds. You'll automatically jump between scaffolds. However, if you jump when there isn't a scaffold in front of you, you'll fall.
Gangway! Look at you!
Ah, yes, I see. I'm understanding how it works.
Is it happening?
I see.
Okay. Here we go. Gangway! Yeah!
This movement control is so difficult.
I
Also, oh, I have astigmatism and I'm not wearing glasses right now, and I feel like this is like really difficult to track with my eyes. I feel like we did it, right? There we go.
All right.
Oh, what did I just open?
This is no good. Whew. And yet, let's hurry.
Let's grab it.
Okay? Oh, good. Check this out. Incredible. Huh.
I don't know why he'd hide it in a plant.
Look. This. Huh? Look! That's the. But why would Luis? It's a forbidden text. So there shouldn't even be many copies left.
He probably just happened to find a copy.
You think
He
Luis
probably just happened to find a
actually
copy.
did this? If so, it doesn't seem like he's really getting its message.
That's funny.
Wait, in there! Yes, magic formulas!
Ooh!
What are you doing here?
I'm...
Not even bothering to hide it. Hmm? Hey, didn't
She's so
you just
cute.
come out of the storage room? What were you doing in there? You're that fairy from before.
Count Luis gave me permission to come and go as I please in his private quarters.
Hey, didn't I hear you had a sore throat or something? They said you lost your voice,
She's
but you
so smart.
sound fine to me. Uh-huh. I get it now. You snuck in this room last time too, didn't you?
I'm really losing my touch.
Alright.
So, remember how I said I'd keep my eyes on you? Well, I have to say, I like what I see.
Get
Dang.
away from him.
I don't suppose we could keep my little investigation secret. I'll keep quiet about
Oh!
you too, now that we're accomplices.
She's like me. She's like sneaking around there and she's not supposed to be.
I don't plan on ratting you out.
I do love a smart man.
Dang.
So, your little cohort cases the place first, leaving you to slink in once you've got the brief. Pretty sharp.
Hey, I'm not just a little cohort. I have a proper name, and it's Gallica.
Gallica? Your name is Gallica? Wait,
Is that
does
significant?
this mean
Someone's coming.
Well, well. The occupant's absent, but the door's locked. I see why the guards are in a panic.
There's no use hiding. This is quite a turn-up, isn't it? The runt I might have figured for a rat, but even my lord's favorite little songbird. And when he hears it from me, maybe I'll finally get some recognition around here.
Everything's falling apart. I think he's gone. If he'd stayed, he could have trapped us here. Thank goodness he's as stupid as he looks. I'll take care of this. Just listen close and act fast. The box you found contains the formula to the curse.
She knows all about it.
I knew it. We both know what you're here for, right? Take what's inside and leave.
Cool. Thanks, Juna.
Who are you? What are you?
Let's survive now. Talk later, shall we?
Oh, I love her.
She told us to run. Oh.
Your attention. Assembled comrades. It hardly bears saying that the competition is a farce for all who bristle at their humors. And it shall be done by my hand.
Oh.
I hereby announce my formal entry into the competition.
But my lord, Forden would surely never allow you to enter the race midstream.
Why would I care for his permission? The late king's decree was that the crown would go to whoever had won the people's trust. Should he deny me, Forden will be rightly denounced as the coward he is. For all that we believe, and all that we have proven, we shall bring their own dogma down on their heads. All hail Lord Louis!
We got one sanctoress strung up. Now let's send Forden to the gallows.
He's entering the competition?
Even knowing it was rigged, there's still a lot he could get out of it.
Louis. Unfortunately, I am told we have a rat in our midst. Wretched rat. If you stand among us tonight...
Louis will be king!
Go and see who is absent from...
On it.
They're going outside.
Not good. They're bound to check the gauntlet runner.
Oi, new bloke. Didn't hear you shouting Count Luis's name loud enough. Come now, let's hear you cheer with your gut, eh?
Ew.
Out of the way. I'm busy.
At this rate...
I'm also scared to find out what happens if we lose the competition. I've really
With its owner out.
with all strictness,
The rat's behind this.
I have tried to avoid spoilers. I usually normally don't care about them,
Catch me dead sharing drinks
but I'm
with
very
the
passionate
worst
about
of
Atlas
the
games.
If it was the cathedral guards, they had help. Think the rat nipped him too? Lord Louis has plenty of new friends hanging about. I wouldn't be surprised if some think they're clever. And me, I'd start with those stooges who cast all their magic without igniters.
Whoa, Tell, eyes up. It's coming down.
Secure the perimeter. Anyone so much as blinks, the orders to kill on sight.
Whoa, Tell.
This is no good. Hurry! Huh? Ready?
I'd be scared that the elevator will open on the bottom and like all the enemies are right there. It's so fun. I definitely suggest it. It's been really hard for me to pace it by playing week by week on stream. I want to play it all, but I want to like authentically like play it for the first time. You know what I mean? It's Juna. I think she's in the thing. We need to help her. She may be able to help us later.
No!
I told you to run.
Behave now. I'd hate to stick
chew through that precious throat of yours. You know, I didn't expect you to actually bother to come. I suppose that settles it. The rats were working together, time and time again.
I really hope Juna joins our party. She's really pretty. I really like her. I honestly really want to cosplay her.
Hector, come.
Oh dang, Hector is like not just a little tiny dog. Hector's like a beast.
Hector?
Same. My reaction to Gallica.
Corrupted by melancholia, and still you tamed it. Gladel, why did you hide such an amazing talent?
What? Don't you dare patronize me! You think I don't realize it? I'm not strong, I'm no towering Rassant war hero. All I've got is my wits, damn you! How could I win a rigged game but through foul play?
Foul play?
And now, I'll wipe those arrogant smiles off their faces. And yet every time, I watch them surpass me in everything I did. That bastard Luis included. They've been thorn after bloody thorn in my side, but that all ends today. I'll offer you up on a silver platter, and one day...
Gladel, like literally you're so much weaker than everybody else in this competition.
You're pathetic.
I love Juna. Oh my, you're pathetic. Okay. Gotta fight Hector.
Don't move. That goes for you too, Fairy. Unless you'd rather see her pretty little neck bleed.
What do we do? If we're not careful about this, Juna might...
Get them!
No. Isn't there anything we can do?
You like that?
You let your dog do your fighting. You're such a disgrace. He has no pets here. So what's the matter? Are you too scared to fight him alone?
A duel? Have it your way. Come then. We'll do this right.
Oh! Gladel. That's not nice. And you have such a cool jacket.
And you will kneel before me as your king. So, who are you to me? I am the one who would save this country.
Non-snap snap.
This is bad. That guy is near the top of the candidate rankings. That means the royal magic will make him invincible to us.
You have the right of it. You fell for it. She brought you straight to me. Now I have you, and I'll ensure your suffering is long and painful. But see reason. Juna, if you take my side, I might be persuaded to spare you. Am I not worthy of your affection? I'm more of a man than that bastard Luis could ever be.
Ew.
Over my dead body. I am Juana's sickness. I am no one's trinket. My life is my own to protect, and I will accept nothing less.
Go off, Queen.
What? It worked?
Ah!
Well, not invincible.
Damn you. What's going on here?
Let me help. Your powers have intrigued me from the start. You and your friends. You call it an archetype, right?
What?
I thought as much. Surprising, though. I'd written them off as a myth.
Her sister's the saintess.
Not even my sister got close. Still, now that I've seen their power a few times, maybe I can do it myself.
Very well. O lodestar, who wanders in sorrow. O thou anguished traveler who hath borne the weight of parting from the start.
Yay!
Fears and insecurities become thy light. Thou art the brilliant star that shall illuminate the king's road. Now, awaken.
Look at me. What you see now is my commitment to my soul.
Oh, hers is so pretty.
Behold, my voice rises from the depths of my heart.
Whew. Oh my gosh, I love her.
How does she have the same power? She's just a damn singer.
Never underestimate a singer. Every song is a burden, the weight of a lifetime. I have sung 1,000 songs. I've known their power my whole life.
So, the Persona team and the Evangelion team, like the anime, actually worked on this, which I think is pretty cool. Members of the teams. We can harm you now, Gladel. You can't do crap to us. God, her archetype is so cool.
Is a change of mask, and I can be whatever I want. Poetic, really, especially for me. That's just as well. You can lend me your strength too.
This isn't the kind of thing you can just imitate. Do you know about this power?
Not much. It's been a while. Now,
Yeah, right?
I hope you've had your fun, because you're about to pay for it in full.
Shut up! Just shut up! I'll crush you with my own hand. A duel, then. You can die together.
Along with its own skills, the Masked Dancer, ah, I'm so excited, can equip different masks to use additional skills. The Seeker's mask is currently equipped. To obtain new masks, visit special experiments in academia. She has such a cool archetype.
He's about to get one. Let's get
Oh
it
my
out.
goodness.
Raging fire!
The freedom of a wanderer. Magic Seeker!
I want to see what,
Hold on.
if we have any synthesis things we can do. No, not really.
Come forth, royal soul.
With me now, Hector!
Now for a grand maneuver.
Ice Blue Dance. Inflicts all enemies with one-time weakness to ice. Ignores resistances. That's cool. I wonder what that'd do.
Great job, Judah.
Now they're weak to ice. Okay, that's not really useful in this occurrence, but I kind of just wanted to like play with it. Oof.
No way!
With me now, Hector!
Magic Seeker! By this power.
I'm using a lot of MP, but I feel like this is kind of a significant battle, so I may as well.
Behold this power.
Help me! I give. Please. I'll not say a word about you sneaking in. Just spare my life, I beg you.
What do we do? If we let him run off, he's obviously going to rat us out.
But killing him would give us a lot to explain. Maybe we should work
I love
out
this.
some kind of deal.
Idiots! It's the oldest trick in the book! Why? What's
No. I'm the future. I can't.
Oh shit.
Is he dead?
The magic just protected them.
So the magic protected
So
us.
we're one of the leading candidates.
What the hell?
We can say he was the rat.
Dead?
No! He's the one who attacked us!
That the truth of it?
Oh, he snuck into Count Luis's private quarters. Must have gotten in with all the confusion of takeoff, I suppose.
Right? And why did the bloody thing take off like that? We could have...
Oh, well. You know me and my indulgences, boys. Perhaps I got a bit carried away, but we're in Brilehaven. I simply had to see the night view over the city.
You having a laugh?
Anyway, then Gladel went from crass to violent. That's when he stepped in to help.
Yes.
Right!
Crikey, Lady Juna, I'm sorry.
Hold on. You were
Why? One would think you don't believe us, Fidelio.
Well, no, just...
She's awesome.
That means the rat was Glodell.
Yes! We can frame Gladel.
Louis said we got a traitor in our midst is all.
Woo!
To catch him.
Is that so? Well,
Your throat all better then, Lady Juna?
my... Ah, yes. Much better. He gave me such a thorough examination after all. He took good care of my throat. My tongue. My lips.
He,
Oh, Lord.
You.
If you'd come a bit earlier, I might have asked you to do it.
Really? Hardly matters to me.
Anyway, I'd say this bears reporting. Let's leave the guards to their cleanup and get out of here. Yeesh, looks could kill. Scary.
So Gladel was our rat.
Afraid so.
The two of them were the only ones who left the soiree early.
Or it could have been the other way around.
Too right. They can't speak after all, and we've no other witnesses to the scene.
Now hold on.
Gladel was a right prolific candidate. We know the king's magic protected him. Their story goes that he attacked them and got petrified to death for it. If that's true, the boy'd have to have the stand-in for it.
That fact is no longer in question. I received a report a short while ago. They say your face has
Our face emerged on the rock. Yes, have a nice night. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Good for you, pup.
And that's how the magic got to Gladel.
One wonders what you stopped Gladel from doing. What was he after then?
Who knows? We were hardly in a position to ask.
Wonder if he was on old Forden's payroll.
Nah. He'd been at that monk Godot's neck since the race had barely started. Tried to snuff him out in the wilds too, not anywhere he'd have had an audience.
No matter. Forden has been kind enough to whip the people into a frenzy over this race. I'll step in and reap what he so graciously sowed. From here on, you will serve as my eyes and ears.
Understood.
Understood.
Let us see what scheme Forden devises for the next task.
So we're gonna 2v1 Forden, and then I kill Louis.
Oh, and with Gladel out with the rubbish, might I promote him to the role of my chauffeur?
Are you serious?
Is it so strange? He does have his own gauntlet runner. In fact, I'd better go make sure it's up to my standards.
Let her do as she pleases.
What's wrong, Del? Looking a big...
Gladel was an ambitious man, yeah, but is that enough to justify him looting Count Luis's personal quarters? What was in it for him?
He's smart. 20!
Sorry for barging in. A bit late for introductions, I expect. What? You haven't told them about me yet.
I can't tell them what you haven't told me.
So, can I assume that you are one of us? That is, we too stand alongside Count.
I think you and I were after the same thing in old Luis's room.
Don't tell me. You're the other agent.
She's the other agent!
Is he the one who died at the Grand Cathedral? But I understand the objective well enough. The curse on His Highness the Prince can't be lifted by conventional methods. So we either kill the caster or get the formula.
I see. So you and Grius were the two prongs of the operation. You get the formula, he hunts the caster.
Ever since the King's magic made it impossible to kill Luis, I've been ready to meet up with a new contact. I just wasn't expecting one so young. If I hadn't learned the fairy messenger's name was Gallica, I'd never have realized it was you.
I'm pretty shocked myself. I never figured the big famous songstress would be on our side. And
I'm actually having a pretty good day. What about you, Nando?
You were
his lady love. God no. I wouldn't be.
I love
down
Juna.
in Madman's quarters unless it was to rob him blind. No. Luis keeps me close because he likes my voice. That's all. He made the lines of that relationship quite clear, with no room for messier entanglements.
I think that clears up your place here. But I have to say, you're risking a lot for a side job. Why go to these lengths when you've so much to lose?
At first, it was just coincidence. I tend to find myself in honored company, and I happened to be around where a resistance operative was doing a spot of recon.
So, in sooth, you were strong-armed into this?
What? No. Quite the other. I requested to join. When fate beckons, one can't just turn her away. A singer's whole self is built off all she experiences. This
Nice,
seems like
that's
a
fun.
chance for a once-in-a-lifetime inspiration for my art. And nobody else has a
God, I love her.
reason to get close to Luis. So, you could say our interests aligned.
All that
I
just
can't
seems
believe she was
gross.
the other operative. That's so
You
cool.
really are devoted and fearless to boot.
I know what I put my life on the line for, that's all. You all have something like that, don't you? A devotion that anyone else might see as foolish.
Ha! The girl's bold as brass. No wonder she's got all the crown's subjects by the heartstrings, eh?
Well, half of it might be because of my birth. A Nydia girl's got to be bold to step out into this world at all. Though it's hard for most people to understand why. Singing is everything to me. To truly stir even a single soul, I'd take that over 1,000 of the church's accolades. Well, anyhow, that's what's going on with me. I'll stick close to Luis for now so he doesn't start suspecting anything. Any objections? Captain?
We'll be counting on you.
I knew you were the sort of man who knows what to say. Glad to meet you as a proper comrade. Gets your heart going, doesn't it?
Yay! She's joined the party!
well, didn't see that coming. But I guess we've got another ally now. Our journey looked pretty precarious at first, but it's gone surprisingly smoothly. I'll do my best to help too. Let's see this through. Gotta get back on track. Anyway, welcome aboard, Juna. Oh, right! Let's decipher the formula we found. Hopefully we can finally break the curse.
Do we even
I feel like there's going to be a problem in deciphering the formula.
Actually, Grius's notebook mentioned a Rella in the margins. Seems like he had it in mind to bring it to her.
Rella. The girl they call...
That's Juna's sister.
Saint Rella. After the attack on His Highness, we sent for the kingdom's best healer.
Hold on, the best healer in the kingdom? That attack was over 10 years ago. That so-called saint looked about my age.
Rella was a prodigal talent. One of the most gifted at the Mage Academy. Even as a child, she outclassed her teachers.
Wait, you know her?
I'm afraid she's a bit out of our reach now, though. She left a while ago.
Oh, she's not her sister. I thought she was for some reason.
Well, a trip to the royal capital would hardly put.
Can't we just teleport there?
No, really.
There are some conditions, but we could travel instantly to a few specific places.
Well, no sense waiting. Let's be off. Right. All yours.
Back to the royal capital.
You actually did it! Wait, how did you do that?
Don't shout in the streets, would you?
How can I not? Do you know how incredible this is?
Hey, look! Isn't that the songstress?
It is! It's the Lady Tuna! Oh hell.
Oh hell!
If word gets out that you were seen here, it'll be hard to explain yourself later on.
Rella works at the church on Main Street. I'll lead the way.
You know your way around, eh?
Wait, this Rella's a world-class healer, and she's working as a local doctor.
Is that uncommon?
Igniters are not known for their use in healing. Indeed, 'tis a virtually impossible feat, often reserved for the nobility. I'd have expected Saint Rella to serve the court only.
If she turned down that prestige in the name of helping the common folk, then I suppose she really has earned her saintly titles.
Come on, let's hurry on.
What do you make of all this, Captain? If we ask her to decipher the curse, we risk exposing our identities and our aims.
Let's meet her first.
A fair thought.
If you say so.
Let's hurry. Let's go.
Terribly sorry. Putting some elixirs away. Be with you in a moment.
Yay, there's Rella.
Hello. How can I help you? Juna.
Long time
Rella's
no see.
outfit is so cool.
Sorry for all of us storming the place.
And you're the one who was at the exhibition.
Right. Now that you all know each other's names, Rella is my older sister.
Yeah, I knew she was her sister.
Adopted
I forgot
sister,
how,
that is.
but
Her family took me in. Though don't spread it around. The public doesn't know, and we don't know who tried to exploit it.
It's been forever, Juna. I'm so sorry. I really was planning to meet you after the opening ceremony.
I understand. You were attending to Sanctifex Forden until Brylehaven. But that's wonderful. Such deft social climbing even puts Father's efforts to shame, eh?
Ugh, social climbing. Glad to make your acquaintance. I am Rella Cygnus. I'm a healer. But somehow, I doubt that's why you're here.
Actually, there's something we'd like you to look at.
Where did you get this?
I know it's asking a lot, but could you share anything you know?
Juna's
Without
so
asking
cute.
too many questions?
I've seen something like this before. I'd never forget.
I suppose that stands to reason.
Pardon the late introduction. I am Hulkenberg, a Knight of the Crown. As you may have guessed, that is the formula to the curse that slew His Royal Highness, the Prince.
Hold on.
The death of His Highness was a tragedy, one I would see repaid in full.
Then surely
Look, what happened at the exhibition?
the Lady Joanna's penitence was sincere. To hear her, I thought it must be so. It was Forden who chose such a terrible punishment. That was what scared me. But I'm a bit relieved. I heard rumors Louise had swept you off your feet and you've been hanging on his arm since. I see now I needn't have given it a second thought.
Of course. I am Joannis Cygnus, and my life...
Yes, your life is your own, I know. I'm suppose this is another dramatic and risky gesture? Like when you ran away from home in a frenzy of passion, declaring you'd take the stage or die trying.
No! Well,
I love her.
maybe, yes, but...
Just love drama queens.
I've looked over the formula. From what I can tell, this spell's effects are enduring. As long as the magic source continues to exist,
So we have to kill
the
Louis.
effect shall never fade. The trouble is, while most curses simply consume the magic released in the moment's casting, this one is designed to
So it keeps him
perfectly
weaker.
draw on the magic of the caster.
So as long as Luis lives, it doesn't matter where his victims run and hide. Sounds just like him.
But I'm afraid even if His Highness still lived, I don't think anyone could have broken the curse using this.
Aw.
This formula isn't complete. It's a mere outline, clearly jotted from memory. I couldn't tell you how to lift the curse from this alone.
What?
Then I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help.
No, you've done plenty. Especially since we're the ones who sprang this on you.
Pardon me, young man. May I say one last thing? You're a friend of hers, aren't you? Please, keep Juna safe.
Of course.
Thank you. She can be reckless sometimes.
Classic
I'll be
older
here for the
sister.
foreseeable future. Any friend of Juna is welcome here, so stop by any time you like.
The curse is impossible to break?
Did I miss a funeral? I've never seen you lot so gloomy.
What do we do now?
The only way left is to take down Luis himself.
The impossibility of that is precisely what led us here, Stroll.
So we have to win the king's competition so we can,
Assassins have come for
you know,
Luis, but the king's magic works every
unshield him.
time. They all died frozen in agony.
Even if we could fight him properly, do we stand a chance? The man's an unparalleled master of both martial and magic arts.
This might be the end.
Still, we have to stop Luis, no matter what. The royal magic's not an absolute shield. It cost Gladel his life. We've just got to maintain the trust we've earned from Luis, and eventually we'll get our chance.
For now, he told us to wait until the race's next task is announced.
Then we'll have to do just that.
I'm pooped from all this brainstorming. I could use a break in the Gauntlet Runner.
We are in the Gauntlet Runner. If we take Juna out in public, we might attract a crowd. We can't risk Louis catching on that we're in the royal capital. At least for today, I'll ask her to stay in the runner, away from prying eyes.
Well, I must say I'm impressed. You have enough beds to accommodate this many people.
Yes, as much as they grumble about cramped quarters.
Apologies. 'Tis hardly accommodation worthy of a diva.
Worthy of a diva.
And I confess the ride itself is often jarring.
At the very least, I'll be happy with a bath. You have a room for that, I trust?
Right this way.
It's literally just on the roof.
Well, no point getting reckless now. By the way, what have you been doing all this time, Nurse?
Thinking, mostly. Been having a good old ponder since I saw Luis's.
He wants to make it fly.
Always been my dream to fly on wings, you see. Not with any of this magic levitatory. But then in you come with this teleportation. Made me start wondering if there was any ballet point at all to my flight theory, what? A long while back, I did a flight experiment to prove my theory was sound. Failed spectacularly, though. And got myself all crunched up in the process. I was still in bed, midway through my convalescence when they told me I was to be demoted.
I didn't know.
Between us, old boy, my flight theory's complete. Principles are sound and tested. All that's left are the practicals, incorporating it into the Gauntlet Runner. But ever since that accident, I suppose I've been afraid to move forward with it. Afraid of failure. You and the rest of our merry band are risking your very lives for the prince. Here I sit moping, eh? And the way I see it, your teleportation can only take us places we've been. If we want to see new horizons, we'll need to take to the skies. It'll take time, no doubt, but I'll put my very soul into it. No shortcuts. And when I fly, I'll do it my way.
I love Nuris. You can change or add members to your party from the party option in main menu. Form a group up to 4. Reserve members gain less experience at the end of battle than active participants.
So?
I need Juna in my party, but I love everyone in my party so much. I don't want to remove anyone. But it's probably going to be Heisme. I gotta have the girls in my party. They're like my friends. She's looking out a covered window. She's just looking at the metal. Juna?
All right then.
Oh, like the game is literally like rest or nothing.
Sure.
Small bed, doesn't look very comfortable. Sleep.
Good night.
Oh, good. You're still awake. What's the matter?
Can't sleep?
Well, that is rather the problem. I'm wide awake. Once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak the formula back into Luis's room. Even if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the capital and showed it to Rella in a single night. He won't find out about our mission. You know, I'm a bit surprised. I thought I was fine doing all that infiltration at Luis's place, finally having others who know the truth, and having gotten to see my sister. I didn't realize how exhausted I am, and you personally saved me from danger back there. I'm terribly grateful to you. You're lucky, really. I'll have you know I'm rarely this candid. That's the forbidden text you mentioned in Luis's room, is it? I've seen him reading it from time to time. What's it like? Can I read a bit of it?
Sharing the book.
The prevailing culture of the world is one of freedom in all things. No faith, fealty, or philosophy enforces ideology. All are free to create, and all are free to embrace. Though this culture's influence spreads throughout the world, it is even said that a song of peace was powerful enough to bring an end to war. How inspiring. It's hard to imagine that a single song could be so influential. I wonder what the world would be like if a song really could reach all people's hearts. No matter their status or tribe. We Nydia, we're all liars, you know? Everyone told us we were inherently worthless.
Dang.
Just a fact of our birth. So I learned some glamours to make myself at least look valuable. This form. It's all just a fact.
That's kind of cool. So she's kind of like a shapeshifter.
A gilded mask for the
What do
world to
Nydias look
admire.
like?
Or not. was all lies, lies, lies. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to reveal yourself entirely, but you should always have the freedom to. If these new powers are to give form to my ideals, I want to create a world where we can appreciate each other's freedom. I'll make sure everyone hears that.
I don't know what an idiot looks like. I was trying to figure out what an idiot was. I think Alonzo might be an idiot. I'm not sure though.
The age of a new king draws nearer.
The announcement!
The race's next challenge. Let's find out where our fierce competitors are.
Woo!
To recap, the 20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be the only ones to proceed.
And we're 20.
All others will be disqualified.
Or so I hope.
Results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. Let's have a look at the standings, shall we? In first place, the undisputed winner, bane of sea monsters and savior of the people, our very own Sanctifex Forden! And the traitor Louis in second, despite
The traitor Louis.
being in the race. But in third, we have the warrior monk captain, Master
Warrior monk captain.
In the end, everyone but Luis is just representing the Sanctus Church.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally be done with all this chaos.
Ha! Normalcy.
Yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis's faction. But the lad responsible for exposing the sins of the
Yay, we're on it.
Right, wasn't expecting that one. Oi, crier man, where's the windbag? The one what acted all high and mighty over a tiny human head.
Who? Oh, right, that Gladel or something. No sign of him. Probably saw the writing on the wall and dropped out.
So it really was all talk then? A disgrace to the Rousson, hiding his inadequacy behind Luis's authority.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've a rising star by the name of Katharina. Some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if she takes the throne.
And what's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to hire a little extra security every day. Let them sweat it out.
Now here's a surprise. We've got a Mustang.
Oh cool, we haven't met them yet.
Still in the running. And my sources say they hail from, well, Verga Island.
I wonder if that's where we're going next.
But they're filthy barbarians. Besides, nobody could compare to Lord Milo.
The final roundup's actually looking pretty diverse. We're just about ready to announce the next leg of the race.
The 20 candidates.
That's the bell. Thank you for waiting, ladies and gents. It's time to begin the second round of the tournament for the throne. First of all, congratulations to the 20 who have won their places on the King's Rock. You are now officially the winners of the first round.
The Mistari candidate looks so cool.
No sign of Luis. Even if he does plan to take over, suppose he's still not eager to play by their rules.
I haven't seen Juna this morning either.
I heard some nobles say she had a job suddenly come up. Better that the audience doesn't see her with us, anyway.
Now, at long last, we are ready to announce their next challenge. This time, the task for the candidates is recovering and offering a divine relic.
Oh, we've done that quite a few times.
A relic?
Don't worry,
The Mustari candidate seems pretty cool.
you'll not want to forget this. So, we've arranged for you to hear it from an unforgettable voice.
Juna!
To tell us more, please welcome to the stage our
God dang.
mistress, the lovely Lady Juna.
Her Sudden obligation revealed, I suppose.
Chosen heroes! Your next destination is Altaberry Heights, the capital of the Principality of Montario. You are to gather there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus Church. Tragically, there are still heathens in this land who choose to reject Sanctism. They care nothing for salvation. They cling to strange idols, calling them divine relics, believing them gifts from their eldritch gods. But their rituals are unstable, and their relics just primitive magic tools. It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery. Take these relics from the pagan's grasp and bring them to the birthplace of Sanctism, Altaberry Heights, in Montario. Please deliver them to their rightful place in God's hands. May all our aspiring
It's cool. Her hair kind of looks like
blessed
angel
with good
wing kind of
fortune
thing.
and the favor of God. I pray for your success.
Got a real presence before a crowd, doesn't she? Positively plucks at your heart.
She's a massive fan. I forgot about that.
Deadline of the second round, Altaberry will begin the festivities for the autumnal Montario Saints' Day. This two-day event kicks off on Saints' Day Eve, with the main celebrations on the day proper. And this year's event will be historic. His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden, will be personally sealing the collection of the pagan relics.
That's pretty messed up, though. There's like a candidate too who's the pagan.
Ceremonial song. You won't want to miss this, folks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on my mark, let the second round of the tournament for the throne begin!
Well then.
They're unabashedly ordering them to steal relics from pagan land now. That's plunder. They would steal our very culture.
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast. Forden's stooping to a new low.
What do you mean?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are cultural touchstones, vital to their hearts and faiths. And Forden's just ordered us to loot them as we please.
There's got to be a more creative way around it.
We won't even know what we're doing until Luis gives the order.
Either way, we're bound for Altaberry. It's further east. We've a long trip ahead of us.
Oh, my shoulder hurts. I don't care if it's the Crown Theocracy. You'd think they'd ask me a little sooner than the morning of.
Still managed to put on a hell of a show for him. Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you. And you lot too, I suppose.
Looks like our first job's come in.
These men have me running all over. We're back, Lord Luis.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladell incident, you've been inseparable from this gang.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line, don't you think?
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival? Good on ya!
Thanks. Though I don't know if it's worth celebrating. Seems to me it's to keep Lord Luis in check. Putting me on stage the whole time might keep you from crashing their Saints' Day party.
And if we try anything, they'll use it as an excuse to blacklist you. Just the kind of shite you'd expect from those Sanctist stooges.
You need fear nothing. It is Forden who now stews in his dread. That he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply give up an idol on par with the god's reverence?
Yeah.
He has all but commanded that we take it by force. The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final grasp for authority, the fool has placed his fate in my hands. Forden's game will soon end. Let us at least give him the finale he deserves.
What are you planning to do?
What? Do you need to hear it repeated?
Oh!
And what of the king's magic?
You'll see soon enough. Your task is to obtain a certain divine relic on my behalf. The artifact in question is a lance known as Dracodius.
Dracodios. The Draco implies something to do with dragons, I presume?
Suffice to say, the lore behind this particular relic intrigues me. You will acquire it in time for Saint's Day, and bring it to me.
Pretty high stakes, my lord. You sure you want this crop of novices on the job?
Rest assured,
So we have to get our own, and we have to get Luis's.
I've no urgent need for this lance, nor for them.
Whoa.
I'll go along and keep an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run off with the relic, I'll put a stop to it.
You certainly are attached to them, aren't you?
Well, it's their first formal assignment in your service, after all. I can be your eyes and ears.
So be it then. You may act accordingly.
So, my lord, where can we find this fancy lance?
Find your clues elsewhere. You have nothing further from me. Prove you think as well as you fight.
Whoa.
May we both find success in the pursuit of our shared vision.
Sass.
All right.
Cool, so now we should have like a whole new set of quests and all to collect as well. Or not. I can't fast travel for some reason.
Wonderful.
Hey.
So I have to find information near here. Got you. Let's see if I can find any new quests.
No.
He creeps me out.
Wonderful.
So foolish, it arouses.
Whoa.
Hey there.
But why would the pagans want to help people, like, take their relics? You know what I mean?
You are.
Then...
Well met, eh? Oi there! Oh,
Tavern, definitely. That makes sense. Probably should have checked there first.
I'm just incredulous.
Hey, listen. Huh? Okay, so
Now am I free?
Alright then.
Yay! Merchant's Bazaar, where is that?
let's go.
Young man! Young man!
For that? Wonderful.
See if I can speak with anyone.
Oh.
Who were you again? That's funny.
What?
Young man.
I like the who are you again?
Simply amazing. Hey, you. Well met, eh?
Young man. Thank you.
Maybe if I talk to this guy fussing again? No, never mind.
Yes.
I must have missed him. Maybe he's like... So, it sounded like he was staying away from people. So maybe off to the side somewhere. There's Mustari.
What is it?
Did you hear?
What is it?
Wonder if I could have been one of Lewis's Wonderful.
Yes, hello.
Dismissed. Wonderful.
Wow. What a jerk. I don't know why Mustari would hang out over here.
But that.
Maybe that's what happened with the Charadrius.
Now what am I to do?
Oh,
Well met, eh?
that looks like the chief, Mustari.
I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland.
They've really crossed a line.
Wait. I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture, our history.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are
Love
primitive
Hulkenberg.
in make and function, and often dangerous. So said my studies, at least.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression. Did you perhaps come from the Mage Academy?
Did she?
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before, and I'd rather not see it again.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary. But you all seem different.
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic would...
The Lance of the Dragon God. The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace.
An island across the ocean. It is a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mustari, and it remains the only place in the land where sanctism has not taken root.
I'm not out to abolish sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be destroyed.
So that's why you're in this race.
I thought I could change the world. I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni. Take my advice. Forget about Dracodios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
We don't intend to take it by force.
Even if you did, you'll not find any ships that sail there. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream.
Dang.
Well, sounds like Dracodios is on Verga Island somewhere.
Is there really no ship passage there? This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions, the only merchant ships passing Verga Island embark from Montario.
But Montario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first and then loop back to Verga. We'd never make the deadline.
Then let's bally well conquer this inland sea ourselves.
Nerds!
Don't worry, chums. I'm on the job.
Woo! Half scared too.
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up. Tell.
You still don't trust them, do you?
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days. Look, the whole Gladel mess. You really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you. You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
Great. We're gonna have company. Oh, dang. Okay, Nerds.
What the?
Wait a second. You're not saying this thing can sail now?
Quite right. While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his run all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite an eyeful, all the way full of ideas. After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. All about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointage. So I did a bit of tinkering.
Go Nerds.
Why? We'd not even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Island Schmeiland, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Montario, eh? A straight shot through the inland sea.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot. You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need a proper sea runner.
A sea runner?
Eurus, you weren't at the exhibition, so you wouldn't know. Forden already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild island.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
We're here on Master Luis's orders. I'm sure I don't have to outline the pecking order there. Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Rather, we're running short on beds.
Oh, don't worry. Del doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Nothing like a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
They probably still suspect us.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line with the whole Gladel incident.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials, make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready.
Cool. And I think that this is a perfect place to cut it for tonight. So tonight was super fun. I had a great time. I hope you guys did too. I'm just going to look at the day next week and make sure there's nothing happening on Thursday. Okay, Thursday's the 6th. That's fine. All right, I will see you guys next week. I had so much fun. Thank you so much for hanging out. That was great. Next time we'll start to explore